minimizing distractions, turning off Facebook notifications, using 20 minutes of your hour lunch break to make booking calls. I know a lot of people are working full-time jobs. So even, utilizing the time that you have and utilizing that wisely is going to help you to get a lot more done without having to devote entire days to being in the office. And then also looking at your day-to-day schedule. If you're reviewing your schedule regularly, plan to make the most of those little tiny holes. I tend to have like 30-minute breaks, 20 breaks, maybe even 40 minutes where nothing is scheduled. So those are the times when I really try to squeeze in things for my business. Look at your schedule regularly. Make sure that you're making the most in the small holes in your day-to-day schedule. If you have a doctor's appointment, you know that you're going to be in the waiting room usually for a little while before you see the doctor. That's one of those holes that can kind of be filled up. You've already set aside time for the appointment. Make sure that you're using that time productively. You can use that for like thank you cards, follow-up calls, a little advanced planning, and you can get a lot done in those little moments when you're just waiting for other things. And then make sure that you're choosing what to do wisely. So you're going to choose what you're going to do depending on what you want to accomplish. You want to think about your dreams, what it is that you want to accomplish. You want to decide what you're really willing to reschedule or give up in order to achieve what you want. Associate with people that help you and support your goals. It's where a goal buddy really comes in handy to help motivate you and support you in that area. And then having a plan that works and working your plan and doing it consistently. So make sure that you're continually reassessing your goals. That could be anything from booking one more party a month to doing $1,200 in retail in a month, to hitting 40 grand in sales by the end of the year, whatever that is. Know what you need to do. Make sure that you know exactly what you have to do in order to hit your goals, and then use the Plan for Success worksheet that's on the COO, and also the business plan that's on the COO. If you just type those into the search bar, it'll pull right up to help you kind of schedule your month by month, day by day, and even hour by hour business management. So there is a time log on the COO. Again, if you just go into the search bar and search for time log, there's a log that will help you actually track your time. If you track your business for a week or two, it's always been really eye-opening for me to see kind of where I'm wasting time. So it's going to help you to kind of meet your goals while still doing the things that you love and the things that you have to fit in. So, yay! Love that. So, yeah, the business plan is amazing. I love that. I use it all the time just to kind of put myself back in check. It's really effective. So if you're a new consultant, we've got a couple of new girls on here. The COO in corporate says that you should be spending about 60% of your time booking parties and selling products. 25% of your time should be focused on sponsoring, and then 15% of your time should be on administrative work, processing paperwork and things like that. So if you are devoting, say, 10 hours a week to your business, you will be doing about 6 hours holding parties, 2.5 hours a week, talking to people about the business opportunity, and about an hour and a half doing follow-up and paperwork. At the senior consultant level, that shifts a little bit. So senior consultant, they say 50% booking parties and selling products, 25% working with potential consultants, and then 15% of your time supporting and training your team, and 10% on paperwork. Those are going to continue to apply as you advance levels. As a director, you are still doing a significant number of parties and you're working more with your team. Advancing your national and executive director, it levels out more half and half. So I'm doing less parties now, but I'm definitely spending more time on the team. But then at those levels, you also start to kind of delegate administrative duties and share training and support. So those numbers stay pretty consistent even as you go through the ranks. But managing your time wisely is definitely a good way to make sure that you're able to hit whatever goals you put in place. Now, Power Hour specifically, what that is an hour that is set aside for you to grow your business. So it's when you devote 1 hour to taking care of any business-related tasks that you might have. Power Hour is one of those things that you have to be serious about. You're multitasking, you have to be focused, and you have to stay on task with what you're doing. By scheduling a Power Hour, it's going to allow you to invest time into the tasks that are going to help you manage everything about your business and to make it all kind of go a little bit more like clockwork, to make everything go smoother. So some girls or some days you can focus on one task for the entire hour, or you can break it up into smaller segments. If you do multiple tasks during your Power Hour, I usually do 4 segments in an hour. I do 15 minutes a day to each segment of the business. So when I do a power hour, I spend 15 minutes on bookings and sales. That is going to include contacting any clients that have been like, oh, I'm going to have a party with you in a few months. Send me the new catalog when it comes out. I can't wait for new products. I want to see all the new stuff. Those are the people that I call during my booking and sales 15 minutes. I also use my customer connection calls during that 15-minute period just to do general follow-up and client care calls. And then you want to make sure that you're keeping, an updated who do you know list for potential bookings. So when I just need people to do parties, I do my maybe later list. I'm doing a party, and I say, when are we going to get your girls together? And they say, I think I want to have a party, just not right now. They go on my maybe later list, and I keep that with me so that I can use that with my girls when I have 15 minutes to prepare. And then also, if I have called everybody that wants to get the party, I've called everybody that needed follow-up, then I will also call customers about reordering or about purchasing new products. So you will never, ever run out of people to call as long as you're keeping those basic lists. Who else is in here? Yay, Andy and Sarah and Judy. Hi, girls. Oh, and a phone number. I don't know who that is. 609. Carrie, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, sorry. I'm so out of focus. I'm like a squirrel right now. So the second 15-minute slot that I do is party planning. That's generally another 15-minute slot. In the party planning, that's when I call my hostesses who have parties that are scheduled in the near future to help plan their party, to see everything's going. Just a pretty casual call when it comes to calling them. You want to talk about pre-orders, of course. You want to talk about increasing attendance. You want to talk about bookings. I love to ask them, like, who are you most excited to have at your party? Tell me about that person. And that way, when people show up, you can be like, oh my gosh, she told me all about you. She's so excited that you were here. All I've heard about is her Aunt Kathy. It makes the guest feel really special when you do have those one-on-one calls with the hostess and they talk about the girls that are going to be showing up. Sponsoring is another 15-minute power hour segment. You're going to call any contacts that you have received as referrals, contact outside leads from any kind of events or bridal shows, advertising, or referrals. I mail out opportunity brochures to anyone who's expressed interest in the business opportunity, and then reaching out to potential consultants who want to join the team and haven't yet committed to it, just a way to kind of follow up with them and set aside some time. Another 15-minute segment is customer service and inventory, mailing out back orders, notifying customers of any back order delays, managing your inventory, ordering products, adding contact information to product packaging, just stamping all of your information or using labels, whatever your system is. Checking on your personal website orders. I've started sending thank you cards to the girls who place website orders for me, and then I also follow up with them to make sure that they love everything that they got and let them know that they can call me directly if they have any questions or need anything else. Oh my gosh, I'm going to fall asleep. And then updating your expense information and your receipts and paperwork. It's contagious. I see you, Amber. So make sure that through the year you are doing an after party sheets, that you are tracking your expenses, you're saving your receipts. That way you don't have to do a whole crap ton of work at the end of the year like I do pretty much every year. 2 is a say, 9 is a do. Less is slacking. So you can really work your power hour into 15-minute segments. You can set those up for anything that you want to. I have it packed up right now from where I was moving my office, but I actually have a power hour. It's just a little circle that's segmented into 4 quarters. And then I have clothespins where I've written like things that I need to do, whether that's back orders or follow-up or sponsoring calls or team calls or whatever I need to do. Usually what I do is I end up making a Post-it note. I put it right on that clothespin, and then I write out all the things that I need to do in the week. And then when I'm pulling my power hours, I pull out 4 of those and clip them right on, and then I swap it out when I finish that out. So I know exactly what I'm doing in my next 15-minute segment. A lot of times I do get carried away. I'll do an hour for each thing. If I have 4 hours in my office, then I'll pull 4 items and I'll spend an hour on each. Or if I complete them faster, then I'll move on to something else. But it's really just an easy, oh my gosh, it's going to go back and forth. It's an easy way to plan your day so that you don't end up, I can't look at you. So you don't end up sitting there, wasting time trying to figure out what needs to be done is the biggest thing. Another thing that I've started doing that's really helped me with my power hours to keep them organized, I'm working on getting all of my leads into 3-ring binders. I'm not a tech girl. I am not ever going to probably be all digital. That's just not how I roll. But there is a lead connection form that is on the COO, and I'll post it in the Honey Badgers group. So it's actually designed to fit right with the customer connection card. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet or not. But what this does is I actually staple the customer connection card right on here, so I have all their information. And then it gives you all kinds of information about your clients. Where we met, was it a party, event, referral, or something else? Is she interested in a party, product, re-enrollment, or other? Her work experience, direct sales, if she has another job, some of her likes and dislikes. There's a little place to fill in there. She's interested in, is she in a relationship? What is her partner's name? Does she have children? What are her hobbies? And then any other information about her. And then why pure romance? Interests, concerns, her party goal, income goal, or other goal. And then at the bottom, it has a connection record, which is just a way to track any kind of emails, phone calls, anything at all that you need to track. I adore this sheet. So what I've started doing in order to make my power hours more efficient is I am actually stapling the customer connection card right here. I don't know if I have one. Oh my gosh, is everything actually put away? No way. All right, there's one. So this is one from the weekend. So the way they have it set up, you can actually staple it right on top of there if it's perfectly in there without covering anything up. And then I just do a 3-hole punch, and then I put it all in a 3-ring binder, and I actually keep these in my car so that whenever I have 15 minutes at a time, I can just pull these out and then go through and call everybody. So it's super great. It's an awesome little worksheet. Print them out. It literally has everything you could possibly need to know. And then a lot of that information you can actually fill out right in the shopping room when they are at a party. So between people, I am stapling that right on there. I'm filling out any notes that I have them party so I can follow up with her. Little ways for me to remember her, things like that. And then I'm putting it right in my binder so that it's easy to do all of the follow-up that I need to do. So that is kind of those are the basics of a power hour. Do you guys have any questions or anything that you guys want to chat about? I know that was super, super fast.
That paper's going on Honey Badgers, right?
Yes, I'll put it on there right now.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks.
It's seriously changing my entire life.
I want it. About as bad as sex. I want it.
I'm going to put it on there right now so that I don't forget. Scorecard.
Oh, you won't forget. I'll remind you if you forget.
There'll be no forgetting right here. Oh, Facebook changed everything about it. What's going on? All right, create upload file. Wrong button. All right, any questions about Power Hour or how to do them or anything at all?
Did you say you only do those once a week?
No, I do them every day.
Every day, okay.
Yes.
I was on a team call. I couldn't hear the first few minutes.
Yes, some days I do 1 power hour. Some days I do 4 power hours, and I'll do 4 different segments for an hour at a time. But the way that I basically use this, hold on, I lost you guys again. Okay, that file's up. It's just lead connection form. It should go right on the Honey Badgers, the PDF. So it's up there now. So basically what I do in the morning when I get up and I get in my office, I look at my daily schedule. I have it all mapped out by the hour. And then anytime I have a 15-minute segment in, I pull one of those clothespins and I kind of schedule that in there. So I'm filling in. I've been at the doctor a lot lately trying to figure out what's going on with me. So if I know that I'm going to be at the doctor, one of my doctors, I know I'm going to sit there for 30 minutes at a time. So then I'll set up a 30-minute like 2 15-minute segments just to do follow-up while I'm waiting. Or if I know I'm going to drive, like Thursday I'm driving to Cincinnati, so I'm filling in the time that I'm driving down there with coaching calls because it's easy for me to do. I can just connect through Bluetooth. I don't need to be writing out paperwork and things like that. So I'm really working this year on utilizing my time because I got stuck in the rut where I would be like busy. I would have like 2 kids in baseball and Les had, he was working late and the other kid had whatever going on. And I felt like I never actually had time to sit down and get anything done. So I've realized that my life is not, for at least another 5 years, going to accommodate sitting in my office for 4 or 6 hours at a time. There's not generally that long where I don't have something that needs to be done. So I'm really working on breaking it down into bite-sized pieces. And I've noticed that since I'm doing that and I'm planning 15 minutes at a time instead of 2 or 3 hours at a time, I'm actually getting a lot more done. Is that better? I think it's my internet that's cutting out. A little bit better. Yeah. So it's really just about like managing your time wisely. I'm really trying to make sure that I don't have stacks of leads just sitting that don't hear from me at all. I'm working on making sure that I'm not sitting there playing Farm Heroes when I should be working or when I have an extra 20 minutes. So it's really helping me to utilize my time in a better way. And that way I can run a more effective business and be a more effective leader. Metallic Sharpie smell amazing, by the way.